Hey, Wrexham fans. Everything okay over there? I hope so. Now, hold on to this. Phil Parkinson did something that's driving everyone crazy. Stick with me until the end, because there's a lot of good stuff to talk about what he might do in the next game. But first, quickly, like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any Red Dragons news. Look, it would be natural to think Parkinson wouldn't change anything, right? After all, the team is flying. But the scenario has changed. Several players have returned from injury and are now ready to play. And that could change everything. Phil Parkinson may change the formation for the match against Stoke City, especially considering how to stop Sorba Thomas, who has been the most creative player in the league this season. And there's one player who's getting people talking, Nathan Broadhead. The most expensive player in Wrexham's history hasn't seen much playing time yet, largely due to injury and his late arrival at the club during the summer. Even so, Broadhead has already scored twice for the Red Dragons and even scored for the Welsh national team recently against Belgium. In other words, the guy is fit, motivated, and hungry for goals. And now comes the burning question. How will Parkinson fit this £10 million striker into the team? One possibility is to change the formation. Parkinson could try a 3-5-2, allowing Broadhead to play as a pair up front. This change would keep the midfield strong, something that has been working very well, and would also create space for the new signing to shine. But for that to happen, someone would have to leave. Josh Windass or Kiefer Moore could end up missing the match to make room for Broadhead. Another option would be to make changes in midfield. If Broadhead comes in, it would be necessary to let go of Lewis O'Brien or Ben Sheaf, as George Dobson has been essential and there's no way to remove him from the team. Between the two, O'Brien seems the most likely to leave, as Sheaf has more important defensive responsibilities. Now, there's a third possibility. Parkinson could make a direct substitution in attack, take off Kiefer Moore and put Broadhead in the starting lineup. But here comes the dilemma. Moore is the team's top scorer and has been playing fantastically. It would be bold to leave him on the bench, but at the same time, imagine having Moore as an option to come on in the second half and change the game? And of course, there's the safest option. Keep things as they are. Wrexham are unbeaten in 4 matches, and the fans want to see that streak continue. Parkinson has already shown he can move things calmly. Callum Doyle and Lewis Brunt have been in and out of the squad recently, but without any major changes. So perhaps the manager will wait for a defeat to try something new. In other words, if they lose to Stoke City, then Broadhead could come in and change the game. But what about you, fan? What do you think Phil Parkinson should do? Change the formation, start Broadhead, or keep the winning team? Comment below on what you would do if you were the Red Dragons manager. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with other Wrexham fans. Until the next video, and remember, you're important and you're part of this incredible fan base.